everyone, I'm kind of having a bad hair day. I'm sorry about that, but real quick before we get started, this is a custom shirt I made of my dragon character on my channel. I just thought if anyone ever wanted me to make merch, that'd be funny because I should, but that won't ever happen, at least for right now. But this is my OV20 that you guys have seen pop up throughout my videos. I've had this up, in my room for a few years now, and I'm gonna take it down and put up another fixture. I'm just getting kind of bored of it. I really do love it. It's a very nice fixture, but sometimes it's just good to have a little bit of a change. So this thing is going to come down, but I want to do a video of it just real quick before I take it down. I won't be taking down my New York City OVZ. I love this thing way too much, so that will stay up. But yeah, the OV20 is getting kind of old now. I've had this street light for, gosh, I think actually since I started collecting when I still lived in Cincinnati, which was kind of like a few years ago now. So I've had this light for a long time. And this light came out of the scrap bin. This was, if I remember correctly, this was on some light circuit and on Duke's poles, and I don't know. I remember seeing this in service. It was the remote. It was on like a remote circuit, and this obviously was remote ballasted, but the circuit was flickering. All these lights were flickering really bad. They had some shit hooked up wrong. So this light was taken down, and I went ahead and actually reported it. They just took this light down. They left the arm and canister and shit up, but I got the fixture. When they threw it out, it actually got to the dumpster before it even got to me, so luckily it was okay, with a couple minor things that did go wrong with it, but that's no big deal. These OV20s are not really that complicated, so finding parts for them is not too hard. But yeah, you can see I got my OV20 just on this nice little arm. This is just a Cooper area lighting arm. It's nothing special. Yeah, just a aluminum arm. You can see I just got it hooked to the wall here. If you come down a little bit, you can see the photocell. This is let me get over here. I got my giant Marble-Light traffic light in the way here still. But yeah, this is actually hooked to a remote photocell, so this does work. So if I put my hand over it, you can see the light comes on, and then when I take my hand off, it doesn't. I'll take this out real quick, show you guys this. So yeah, this is actually this is a remote photocell socket, which they actually really love using these up here in Detroit. There are some places in Cincinnati though, like what this light was on. This light actually had a remote photocell just for the whole circuit of the other OV20s and 25s that were on it. There's some of these on Duke, but yeah, it's not really very common there. But this one I just got from up here when I moved here. Because this OV20, I don't remember, I don't think it was on any photocell when I lived at my dad's, but yeah, here's the photocell. Kind of step over here and bring it into the light. I believe this is a 1960s, it says Fisher Pierce on it. It's a really old photocell. I actually have 3 of these, and they all worked. So these photocells came off some abandoned area lights here in Detroit, and they were being thrown away, of course, so the area lights were garbaged, but the photocells were intact, at least you can see for the most part. The paint on the inside is kind of coming off. I might try to redo that someday if I can, but I'm not there yet in that part of my life where I can restore stuff. But yeah, if you look at the date codes, yeah, you can see it's from 65 to 76, so they've been making this photocell for quite a long time. And this thing still works very well. As you just saw when I had it plugged in and I put my hand on it, like, actually when I got this one, I never even took this one apart yet, so the other 2 I got, I did take apart and kind of got all the bugs out of them, but this one I didn't take apart, it just worked. You see it kind of flicker, but when I put my hand over it, you can see it comes right on. It's a really good, quick response photocell. When it does start to get darker though, can't really hear it right now. The stupid AC is on. I have had this on before, and when it does slowly start to kick on, when it gets dark, it does kind of hum a little bit and it gets really loud, and then it just clicks. So the mechanism's kind of old in it, but yeah, I just got this on this remote photocell, since these fixtures really are never made for photocells, because all this remote ballasting stuff from back in the day was on a separate control. So yeah, everything's just pretty individual now. That will be coming down, unfortunately, too, because the light I am going to put up is going to have a photocell socket on it. But yeah, so too bad, but yeah, let's go ahead. Let me grab a stool so I can get up a little higher and I can kind of go over this fixture a bit. So of course, this fixture is pretty simple. It's just a remote ballasted fixture, but you can see the design here. It's very, very nice and streamlined for the 50s. This is a later OV20. The original versions were a pressed aluminum. This later version is a nice cast aluminum. It's done really well. You can see there's a adjustment bolt right on the top there, and then you got the slip fitter clamp, which some of these OV20s are a little different. Like mine just has the little U clamp, but some of them actually have a giant like clamp with giant bolts on the bottom of them to hold, you know, them to the arm. Mine doesn't have that, but I think those ones are kind of weird. I like this one a lot more. But yeah, just a really nice finished cast aluminum. And of course you can see the glassware on here. It is like a kind of like a, I don't really know, like a football shape. I know the older ones are a little bit more football sized, but yeah, you can see the logo here. These fixtures, this version of the OV20 was pretty much, I think, made throughout the mid-50s and to like the early 60s. So yeah, they were really only used for mercury vapor lighting or incandescent, because incandescent was still quite a prominent thing back then. Here's the latch. You can see it's a really nice thick piece of cast aluminum. I'll try to do it on camera. It's a little different now since we're in the air. So yeah, you just lift it forward and it kind of comes out from under that little thing. And then your glass comes down on this really nice cast aluminum ring. You can see the inside. It's very, very nice. And that cast aluminum ring, it goes all the way around. To get the glass off the ring, all you gotta do is undo this one bolt, and it'll kind of let you bend it outward just a little bit, and just enough to release the glass from the ring. And yeah, you can look up here. When I got it, they chipped the glass, but I just glued it back. You see it says house side. Go down here, you can see it says Hall of Fame. Let's see, is there a date on this? Yeah. 1950 is when the glass was patented, which seems a little bit early, actually, a little earlier than I thought. You know, I never actually noticed that patenting date on here, so I just learned something new about this thing. It's too bad I'm taking it down. You see it says street side. And then of course it says Westinghouse, and then you got the style number and type. So, you know, when you go to order replacements back then, but they don't make it now. One thing I will note, and it's really sad that they don't do it anymore. I'm gonna go, but this glassware right here, a company called Formed Plastics, and they're still around today. They make replacement refractors for teardrop fixtures and Cobra head streetlights. And for a little while, up until I think, I don't know, like the late 2010s, like maybe 2018 or 19, they were actually making this glass, but like a plastic version of this same exact refractor. Of course, it wouldn't have the Westinghouse logo on it, but it would, you know, it would say Formed Plastics in its place. They had a plastic polycarbonate version, but they discontinued it, which I'm actually shocked that they actually made that glass. I'm guessing there was a newer fixture that was still around that used this glass. I think there is actually a fixture that uses this refractor. They don't make it anymore, but it's just the floodlight. I can try to put a picture up. This may be the fixture, may not be the fixture it goes to, but yeah, I think that's why they made that glass, or that, at least that refractor. But yeah, they quit making it, and it made me really sad because I actually want to order one just for the heck of it. Real quick, the Westinghouse logo on here, you can see it's that really nice old standard W. That's just what I call it. I don't really call it really any particular name, just the standard W. The later ones with the little dot points on the end of the W, I call that the fancy W. But yeah, it's a standard W, which I actually, I really like this version of that logo. It's just so basic and so simple. Really cool. Alright, let's go up into the fixture now. You can pretty much see the reflector is just screwed into the top casting, and there's really nothing in here. It's just kind of void up in there. My socket was broken on this when I received it. So let me take this out and I can kind of show you what I mean. Toss that there. So this is just a standard Moggle-based socket, kind of just screwed into the space, but there's these two holes on either side. There's actually sets of holes where you can do adjustments, but mine doesn't have the original socket. The socket got destroyed, I guess, when they threw it away. So I kind of just drilled some holes, and this is some dumb stuff I kind of did back then. I'll try to get a real socket for this that actually fits correctly, hopefully in the future, but for now this is just from another streetlight. This is from a roadkill fixture, the socket that I got a long time ago. And I just kind of directly screwed it in, and the screws, you know, you see the screws just kind of line up. And, oops, my bad. And yeah, just put it in there, and it, the actual wires that come in, I think they just screw into the back of that socket, so there's not really any real good wiring in there, probably just some hacked stuff. I'd have to open that back up and look, but yeah, it's too bad, but the original socket's really nice. It has really nice copper terminal blocks, I know, so too bad I don't have it, but yeah. And really that's pretty much it for that. The only other thing I guess I could mention is the hinge for the glass ring. It's just really nice, like I said, cast aluminum. You got a lot of stainless steel bracketing there that is formed to create the hinge. It's a nice big hook system, and it works really well. And if you want to take that off, all you got to do is just kind of lift up on this and try to do it on camera. If I can, just lift it up, back, and once you lift it up and back, you can kind of wiggle it out a little bit. There we go. And you can see the glassware is out. And kind of, again, just take a close look at it. It is a really, really nice piece of glass. Hope that wasn't from a dumpster. Jeez. Really nice piece of glass. It has a very unique oval shape. The detailing on it is pretty basic, but a lot of fixtures from this time kind of had that type of detailing in it, but it's a very good piece of glass. It's really clear and crisp in mold. Like I said, the logo on it looks great, and that's really all I can say. It's a really nice refractor. So I'm going to go ahead now and put this back on, and I'm going to show you guys the lamp I have, or at least had in it. Of course I'm going to take it down, but yeah. So of course, for my bedroom setup here, I just have this really basic GE LED. You can see it just says it right there. Of course, it never wants to focus, but I know you guys can make out that logo if you use your imagination. I got this Moggle-based bulb extender just to kind of bring the bulb out into the middle so it reflects the light better. And of course, since I'm putting a regular bulb on a Moggle-based socket, I have a nice adapter here to, you know, make it fit correctly. I'm not going to put a mercury lamp in here and run it this time around, just because I don't have the ballasting at this time or any remote ballast to do so. So yeah, for now, just put that back in, and I can at least turn it on and show you guys what it looks like. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close it. Alright, so it's all closed up now. You can kind of see that red lamp in there. Let's see, the switch is already flipped on. Yeah, you can see it just kind of hooks up to my desk switch. This switch just goes to all my stuff on my desk and my computer. Let me go ahead and shut the blinds. Make it dark in here, because I think I can actually get it to just turn on. Let's see. Nope, the other way. cloudy out right now, so it might work. Sometimes you gotta be a little creative, I guess. Alright, there it is. I twisted it over a little bit so it kind of hit it, but yep, you can see I just got a nice red lamp in there. And I actually, around Christmas time, I actually like to switch it. I'll put a green lamp in there for Christmas time, but yeah, for now, for summertime, while it's really fiery hot out, I just have red in there, and it looks really cool, actually up against my disco balls, and I got a signal up, and that light flickering and changing colors, and that light partying, all my other stuff, etc. But yeah, pretty nice fixture. I really have had some good times having it just lit up in my room. It's too bad I'm going to take it down now, but I won't be getting rid of it at all. Don't worry about that. I love this OV20, and it's going to stay in my collection because, of course, I collect streetlights. So why would I do that? I'm going to put it back in storage or something. But yeah, I'm really glad I got to document this fixture real quick for you guys before I took it down. I know I didn't really go over this fixture much, really much detail. I'm going to do a video someday because I actually have a lot of remote ballasted fixtures. I'm just going to kind of bring them all together in one or a couple parts just because these fixtures are very simple. There's not really a lot going on. They don't have internal components or anything, so you know, there's not too much to explain, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos soon. And yeah, hopefully this video has given you guys some inspiration, because I don't really know of a lot of people who have streetlights up in their room. So hopefully hopefully this gave you guys some inspiration. Anyways, happy streetlight collecting, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.